Hey travelers, whenever I start dreaming about something, I know my body needs it. That's where my iron deficiency's at, so don't judge me. I got a cheeseburger, I'm very excited. I haven't had a cheeseburger in a long time. There's a lot of people seeing what I'm seeing. There's a lot of people feeling, I'll say as confused as I am, but I mean, if we're going to dial it down, I'm talking about what's going on in the social mind, what's going on with the psychological operation of right versus left, red versus blue, global events. I mean, there's others confused like I am. I'm going to post some of their videos up on my community page. I don't want you to feel alone, because I don't think you're alone. And even though I often talk about this high percentage of people, I realize that there is a minority of us that see through the illusion. I realize that. Have you guys noticed that the right versus left, have you noticed when it comes to gun control, it doesn't have to do about principle, it has to do about party? Have you noticed that the Democrats want to take gun control until a Democrat or a left-leaning individual, a protester, maybe he was right-leaning, I don't know, but a protester has a gun and he was absolutely executed, he was absolutely murdered. I've seen every angle, I've seen every video. This man was executed after being disarmed, never resisted. The worst thing this man did was try to pick up a female protester that they had pushed down. So, you know, now the left's like, hey, what about guns? What about Second Amendment? He had rights, you know, this, that, and another. But if it was the left in power, the leftists would be saying, hey, everybody, you know, get rid of guns unless it's the government, unless it's a safely licensed, approved by my candidate, approved by my leader, my government. And it's the same with the right. Hey buddy, you just barked in my ear, it's still ringing. So whatever you're doing right there, you want to knock that over? Are you a cat now? Is that the way this works? Okay, you want to get in the camera? Give me a cuss. You're so prudish with your kisses. Good to me, man. Give me a gut. And now the right wants gun control. Oh, you shouldn't have guns at protests. Okay, First Amendment. Okay, Second Amendment. Are you seeing the psyop? And it's not just about gun control. It's about everything, man. If your dictator, that your tyrannical dictator you voted for is in power, Yeah, man, put the boot on the neck. If it's the other team's tyrannical dictator in power, I mean, it's just ridiculous. The psychological operation is ridiculous. You have to see it. At this point, you have to see it. You cannot be ignorant at this point. That voting blue will not save you. Because I know that's the way this is going. You're like a ping pong. And you can say, hey, no, I've always voted blue. Or, oh, no, I've always voted red. You're a cultist, man. Do you get it? We've all been brainwashed, man. From the public education system, we've all been brainwashed. All the important stuff that we should have been taught, we never were. We were not taught how to be leaders. We were not taught how to manage finances. We were not taught how the world really works. We were trained to be followers. We were trained to be a cog in the machine. You have to see this. And depending on your values, you may lean right, you may lean left, red, blue. It's all the same shit. You have to see this. Yeah, but the left gives my people benefits. You're a fucking house slave, dude. You're a bitch. Do you understand that? That goes out to the black people. Yeah, but we're not crazy like the blue. We're conservative. We like family values. That's why Erica Kirk comes out to WWE fireworks and leather pants, hugging on another woman's man like he belongs to her. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. Y'all are so full of shit, dude. I mean, you have to see how full of shit you are, man. In the veteran community, you should be ashamed of yourselves the way you're cheering on domestic terrorism, dude. These are American citizens. The fuck is wrong with you, dude? You swore a fucking oath. And I could say the same about cops, but I don't hold them to the same standard as I do veterans. You motherfuckers all swore an oath. And you're cheering this fucking shit on. You should be fucking ashamed. You know, I saw some video from a Native American guy, and I liked it because a lot of my research kind of led me to where he was going with his videos. And then I see another video, and he's trying to pit whites versus blacks. Like, do you motherfuckers realize white people are the only people that don't benefit from the system? That we can't get anything for free for being white? Like, do you fucking delusional motherfuckers, you low IQ fucking caveman motherfuckers, do you get that? Why are you always trying, everybody always coming after the white person, man? I don't fucking get it, dude. You can't be this fucking dense, this fucking stupid. Maybe you can. Like, I went through most of my life, most of it, not being racist at all. And when I started seeing that since my childhood, you motherfuckers have been racist as fuck against me. For what? Nobody's giving me shit. I never got a free fucking pass for my skin color for a scholarship alone. There ain't no all-white schools. Like, how are you people this fucking stupid, yo? Throughout all of history, white people have been fucking valued. And I'll tell you why. It's because we can adapt. We can fucking adapt. Look at the fucking white women that everybody has a gripe against. They can feel compassion, they can empathize, and then they fucking adapt. And if they lean towards the black man or the Latino man or the you know, or they prefer to lean towards the white man, whatever, but they can fucking adapt. That's why white women are into all this shit. I don't have to like it, but I can fucking observe it. And white men are the same fucking way. We adapt. That's why we've always been highly valued slaves. Even when, like, the Irish and the Scottish come into America, we were the fucking field slaves. Not blacks. Blacks you paid fucking money for. Blacks were the house slaves. The fucking bitches. That as long as they have shelter and they're given food, they're going to make sure everything's okay. You know how many black slave owners there were? And the indigenous people talking about they're the fucking first people ever created. You know what? I'll give you a 20% chance on that, man. But 80% chance, you're wrong. 80% chance, according to my research, is that you all are a mix of Asians that came over. And the same with the blacks who claim they were black indigenous people in America. There were on the West Coast, and there were down in Florida black indigenous tribes. And you know what? They were the piece of the leg that broke off when Australia, Lemuria fucking shattered and the black people came over. And with them came some Asians, and then there was a larger Asian migration. And between the black indigenous tribes and then the fucking white indigenous tribe that was in the New England area that came from Southern Europe, these Asians fucking interbred. And that's why along the East Coast they look more white. Native Americans look white, like the Cherokee. They're the white Native Americans. And then when you go down to the Seminoles and farther to the west, they're darker. That's exactly fucking why. Now you can argue that, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it, but I'm trying to point out how fucking stupid you people are, man. With this racism shit. You have to see it at this point. It ain't about this, you dumb fuck. It's about this. Do you fucking get it, dude? And everybody's trying to fucking... I swear to God, dude. You may think I sound insulting to you, but in my mind, I cannot believe it. In my mind, I refuse to accept. You are as stupid as I'm making you sound just by speaking the fucking truth. I cannot believe it. I refuse. I cannot be surrounded by people this fucking stupid. Stupid enough to be racist. Stupid enough to be Republican or Democrat. I fucking cannot believe it, dude. I will not. You know, and there comes a point I no longer want to understand. I don't want to understand. The same reason you don't want to sit here and listen to a fucking squirrel try to teach you English. How long can you listen to a squirrel trying to teach you English or teach you mathematics? Not long. It's a waste of your fucking time, isn't it? But yet everybody's so proud of themselves, like they did something, like they accomplished something, like they're proving some sort of fucking point. You know, black guys love me. Black women love me even more. White women, 60-40. Most of them like me, some of them don't. Latin women, great experiences, awesome. You know, I learned family values from a Latin family, actually. They were Mexicans living in California. And that's when I learned what family was really supposed to be about. Because my Italian, multi-Italian family, yeah, if you came after one of us, yeah, the family would jump on you like lions. But in the interim, we're all tearing each other. Like, it's just, but the Mexican family, I learned what a family fucking is across generations, and how to support one another and always be a safe place for someone to fall back on if they fail at some endeavor in life. I learned that from Mexicans, man. Blacks gave me jazz, man. Whites gave me my life, man. Natives, gorgeous women. Gorgeous men, too. They're just gorgeous people. Racist as motherfuckers, boy. Racist motherfuckers. But they're beautiful. Pacific Asians, extremely appropriate. Some of the best philosophy and martial art I learned from Asians. No Asian parent ever wants their daughter to marry a white guy, but you know what? When it comes to good food, appropriateness, politeness, kindness, Pacific Asians are awesome. And, you know, being other Asians, I mean, Arabs are very similar. When I say Arab, I'm not talking about Islamic. I mean, they could be, but just the Arab nations, the Arab lands. They're very similar to the Pacific in the sense that they're very hospitable, very kind. Closed-door racist, but we've all got our fucking things, man. The Indian people, very old culture. Amazing things. Beautiful women. Very creative, innovative men. I'm telling you. We're all fucking beautiful, man. And in the same way you don't distinguish between a dog or a cat by the color of their coat. You know, dude, you didn't earn anything by being born your skin color. It's okay to appreciate your culture. It's okay to appreciate your people, but you didn't earn shit. You can't be proud of that. You can be proud of your history, your culture, but you gotta at least be realistic to know you had nothing to fucking do with that, dude. And you have to, you know, this is for racism. As far as politics, you gotta fucking know, dude. You gotta fucking know that the government is here to steal from you. And if you don't comply, they will take it by force. They will either kidnap you or they really will fucking kill you, dude. You have to know this. There is no right and left, my team and your team. Does not exist. That's about as realistic as the color of a cat's fucking coat, man. Like, people have to see this, dude. I refuse to accept that there's anybody who believes this shit. Much less is willing to be violent about this shit. Black supremacy? Give me a fucking break. White supremacy? Boring. Fighting Latin supremacy? Come on now. Really can't say anything about the Asians because they only fucking hate each other majority of the times. Fucking indigenous pride? Give me a fucking break, dude. Like, you were 50 fucking nations, dude. Or more. Most of you would say more, because you think more is better. You don't realize that just shows how fucking much bullshit your racist asses are. You couldn't even agree when you had the same fucking skin color. Things are only going to intensify up to 2035. The propaganda, the brainwashing. You notice how Israel's getting closer to Russia right now? Do you remember somebody who told you about that? Just to put things in perspective, my accuracy rate is very close to 100. The only thing I think I've gotten wrong in the last 5 years was the team that was targeting, or the advanced team that was surveilling the French Quarter before the New Orleans terror attack. I thought that team was being responsible for the fentanyl influx into the French Quarter. No, because less than a year later, the terrorist attack. So, oh, sorry, I found your advanced team. Sorry, the FBI didn't listen. The locals didn't listen. Local PD, local civilians, bartenders. No one fucking listened. So sorry. But I fucking told you. But other than that, I don't think I've gotten anything wrong. But you got guys with 500,000 fucking followers on the right wing telling you you're not allowed to have a gun at a protest. That's cute, man. Right to bear arms shall not be infringed. These rights are not granted by the government. These rights are given as inalienable from God. And the veteran community fucking supporting ICE. And the leftists talking about gun rights after how many decades of trying to take them away from everybody except the government? Indigenous people talking about how superior they are and they're going to rise up and take back the Americas. Blacks have told everybody so for so long that they don't need to get involved. This ain't their fight. They created the pyramids. They're the original Vikings, the original samurai. They built London. They're the indigenous Americans. They're also the original Hebrews from the Bible. Quite frankly, they're also the fucking Aztecs. The Mexicans are, that's not correct. The blacks are actually them too. So the blacks have done it all. They don't need to do nothing no more. You should have just listened to them. The right, the whites, think that Jesus wants an entire country to worship him. There's a rise of Nazism in Finland, Denmark, Germany. And America, thanks to Nick Fuentes. For the first time in my life, Asian people are actually getting vocal, getting off the sidelines and participating. That should tell you something. That should be a canary in the coal mine for you. Latins, I think, despite being the targeted group, or maybe because they're a targeted group, Latins are being pretty fucking cool. Maybe they just don't want to draw attention to themselves. I don't blame them. I wouldn't either. It's 2026, man. You know, before I say that, For everybody saying impeach Trump, I want you to realize once you do, J.D. Vance slides in. Now there is a way to do it where he doesn't. I can't remember what it's called, but you can basically fire the entire administration. But if you just go about impeaching Trump by itself, J.D. Vance gets in. Which means Palantir is going to have even more defense contracts. Control over social media. Elon Musk, all of it. As a projection, though, I'll say this. That would be more like the sci-fi that we grew up with in the 80s, and Cyberpunk and Blade Runner and all that. The people that are in power right now, they're all terrible, man. If they weren't fucking terrible, they wouldn't be in power. That's why I say focus on the Epstein files. Because that'll pull down everybody globally. Not just America, Israel, UK. It's the Middle East, it's Asia, Russia. If you want to punch up and hit everybody, focus on the Epstein files. Don't say we'll never see them, because that isn't true. They exist, otherwise they wouldn't have redacted it. If they had deleted it and they destroyed it, it just wouldn't even give you a black page. So they exist. Focus on the Epstein files.